hemlock. Really overgrown. I've had it in this pot all transplanted last spring, so it's had a long time in the pot, and it's really growing out quite a lot. New growth. This is all new growth, and lots of good growth in interior. And you know, this is kind of some strange sort of dead wood back there and a chunk there, and you know, the trunk is, it kind of comes up to that, and so there's no taper. And you know, worst case scenario, eventually I get rid of all those dead woods, they're all back there, and chop it down like that. But that's the lot of the back branching that I have. There's some of it, but a lot of this is all still alive in there. So I'm going to keep it for now, and maybe at some point, you know, that'll be a feature, because it is a relatively straight, just curve. With the trunk, and so I want to be able to pull it up a bit so you see more of the base. This branch is too straight, so I'm going to pull it down and then up and out and pull it in. But what I really want to do is make a bigger apex that leans over to the right, and so there's this really strong sort of movement, this bending over. So I want to shorten this side a lot and build up the apex. And I'm even considering using this branch as the apex, maybe with this. Which might bring the height of the tree down, but it's you know, like if I bring it down now, this branch is even really long, and I do like this branch. There's something nice, so I want to be able to see that. So I got to get wiring, and I'll give you an update as I get through. So you can see I worked on this lower branch, and it's looking way better. And now you see the kind of proportional difference that I'm trying to shrink down, which is, I did wire this up quite a bit and really shrunk it back, obviously, but I'm really happy with this line that you can kind of see now in there, which is this line. I really didn't like it before. It was too sort of flat and straight, and so I'm really actually liking it now. It's got a lot of character to it. So yeah, so now I just got to keep working at the tree and try to get some depth in behind. So you can see I've wired this lower section here now, and some more up in here. If you look, not really all that is wired. So I'm getting a little more clarity. Like, this is gonna be my defining branch, of course, and this branch is going to be the farthest out on this side. So this all has to be really brought in. Coming along really nicely. It is opening up some of the inside, which I did want to do. I did want to see more of that trunk. But now that kind of clutter in the back starts to, and I have sort of cluttered it up here, but I'm trying to get some nicer lines in and around, and you can see where I'm at. I'm at this. And so, you know, what I had done is bent those two over. And so my next move is to really bend this over and just create the bottom part of the apex. And then that's gonna have to be the top, so yeah. So we're almost there. I gotta do the apex, and so I really bent this one, that big branch, down and around, brought it in a bit, and then this one was back there, and I cranked it up because I want to have everything kind of come around. Oops, sorry, everything kind of come around this way. And you can see I've got these two big branches here, a couple more under here, and so they're all going to spiral that way, and hopefully with an apex kind of up here. You know, there's a few things, like I have some of this angle stuff, I need to level it out a bit more. I I do like this big one. So the apex will be the next piece. And here, so I think I got the apex pretty good. It's just that little bit needs to be wired in down. Let's just imagine that's in there a little better. What else is happening? This branch is coming down a strange way. Yeah, that branch is coming down in a strange way. Maybe this needs to be. Those two lines are too similar in length. This is too thick. I do have the apex kind of over the base, which makes it not as interesting. I didn't want it maybe towering over more. So it'll grow. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more tweaking and I'll be done. Here it is. So I've been tweaking and this is the best I got. You know, you can kind of keep working at it. You know, some interesting pieces are, you know, this teeny little one underneath. Is that needed? You know, I kind of feel like it holds the viewer down at the base, which I really actually quite like. It's a nice sort of spread, and I'm liking how you can see, you know, I do like that lower branch, and I've hidden it quite a bit. You know, it's got something nice to it. It's just the way it's sort of zigzagging, and I even like that better. That popped up. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's better. It's more broken up. It's just better. And, you know, another part that's of interest for me is that, you know, the apex should be longer out there. I want this sort of domineering over this way, curving a bunch, and so, yeah, I just need more. You know, it's kind of full right now compared to everything. It's a bit helmety, but I kind of wanted a bit of a helmety. It just needs to be bigger. It needs to be out here. It needs to be this apex is it's just off center line, but basically feels like it's on the center. And then maybe I can pull these in a little more. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that, and I like the outside. You know, I'm getting a lot of variety there. So yeah, I just love working with hemlock. It's just got so much back budding. There's so much to work with. But check this out. Come around the backside, and it's a whole other tree. And oh, I like it. There's some really nice pieces. This dead wood, and I think from some angle like this, you don't see that scar. You don't see the bow as much. Here it just feels, well, it's hard to say. Either way, you get the you get the dead wood, and it's sparser, and there's like other subtler movements in the trunk that make this side actually quite appealing. And the mabari is great too. So that's, you know, that's maybe a good lesson why maybe keeping dead wood, because it makes it look so much older, and gives it way more character. And I think I can deal with this knob in there. So yeah, I've had that before where you style a tree this one way from one side, and you know, you're kind of working on the back too, and then the back just comes alive. So, but yeah, I'm super happy with it. I mean, this, and now it looks, you know, now you can see the trunk. It's not just the shaggy bush. A lot of wire. You know, it's not obviously not the best time to be doing this. This should really be done in the spring. This is you know what, third week of June. But I feel like I've got a good shady spot for it with some nice dappled light, kind of where it's been. And so I think the recovery will be okay. And what's going to happen is light's going to penetrate into all these lower inner branches, which is what I needed. You know, otherwise it was just going to push to the extreme extremities. Yeah.